5 reasons why perhaps you should not become a piano teacher. Maybe this career isn't for everybody. There are some reasons why you might not enjoy this life, and there are some reasons why the world maybe doesn't need you specifically as a piano teacher. I'm trying not to be harsh. If you found this video, I'm hoping that you're my people. I'm hoping that you are going to be the next best piano teacher in the entire universe. I just have to put this out there to make sure, maybe it'll confirm that this is for you. But anyways, I'm just going to be completely transparent and honest about this. These are just my opinions. It's just me talking. You know how it goes. Reason number 1, why maybe you shouldn't be a piano teacher. If you're a morning person, or if you love your weekends off. In my other video about the 5 benefits of becoming a piano teacher, I mentioned the flexible scheduling, and that is absolutely true. If you want to take a day off, that is your prerogative. You schedule lessons when you want to schedule lessons, and that is a beautiful thing. However, there are not a lot of people trying to take piano lessons at 9 a.m. There just aren't. Now, there are some situations where that might be the case if you teach online, like for OutSchool or something like that. If you teach in a school, if you teach homeschoolers, then yes, there are some possibilities, or sometimes adult students, right? Retired folks will have the morning free or whatever. I'm here to tell you that those are rare students that are available during the day. The majority of kids, which will be your number 1 money-making clientele, are gonna be looking for a weekly lesson after school hours between, let's say, maybe 3:30 or 4 to about 8 p.m. So if that's not gonna work with your life, you really have to have your weeknights free. Now, because that's such a small time frame, there's only so many students that you can smush in between 4 and 8 p.m., you know what I'm saying? That's why I mentioned weekends as well. I teach on Saturdays. Do I wish that I had the weekends off like the rest of the world? Yeah, sometimes I do. So if you never ever want to teach on Saturdays or Sundays, again, I'm not saying that's impossible, but just understand that might make it more difficult to have a large roster of 50 students per week, okay? Because there's only so many that you can smush into that prime time spot in the evening on the weekdays. So you might have to consider teaching some Saturday lessons or whatever. Reason number 2, why you might not want to become a piano teacher. Probably you shouldn't consider becoming a piano teacher if you don't like working with kids. The majority of your paying customers are going to be families with children. That's where 95% of my studio's income comes from. There are adult students, absolutely. There are high school students, young adults. There are retired people who want to take piano lessons. It is a thing, but I will tell you, those people have busy, established lives, and they do not have a mom or dad reminding them to practice. It's tougher to get them to stick around, and they're fewer and far between. I'm just gonna say it, adults don't make the best students from a profit standpoint. I love them. I love teaching adults. They're fantastic. They keep you on your toes. They ask great questions. You form almost a friendship with them. They're great, but they're not, there's not a lot of them. And B, they're so busy that they think they're gonna stick with it and they don't. It's just the reality. The students that I have for 10 years and they pay every month and they come every week, they're all kids. That's just the way it is. Reason number 3, why you might not want to become a piano teacher. I'm just going to say it. If your skills aren't up to snuff, okay? You're the only one that can answer this. Well, actually, you could find a mentor. The piano world, it's not one of those places where the teacher can just stay one step ahead, can read the next chapter and then teach it. It doesn't work that way with piano. It just really doesn't. Because there are so many idiosyncrasies. There are so many little unwritten rules. It's a culture, it's a life that you have to immerse yourself in to really know. You can't fake it. I'm sorry. If you've only been playing the piano for 1 year, 2 year, maybe even if you've only been playing the piano for 5 years, I mean, everyone's situation is different. Everyone's talent is different. Really consider where you're at before you start teaching others. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Do you need a degree in piano, in piano performance, in pedagogy, in music in general? Do you need like a bachelor's degree, master's degree? No, I don't think you do. I don't think you need the degree in a frame on your wall in order to teach piano successfully. No, I do not. Because there are things that you can learn in a short amount of time that will help you be a great piano teacher and a successful business owner. And there are things that you cannot shortcut. And that's why I say it this way. Don't become a piano teacher if your skills are not up to snuff. And that's just how I'm going to say that. You can learn the business side. You can learn the working with kids side. You can learn the education side. Like those things you can learn, and you can learn them in a pretty short amount of time if you are motivated. But the actual piano world, the actual playing of the piano is not something you can shortcut. So reason number 4 why you might want to not become a piano teacher: if you don't like wearing a bunch of hats and learning new things. Because I will tell you, when you sign up to become a piano teacher, at least in the first few years of this endeavor, you are going to be not just teaching piano. You are a business owner, and you are your own accountant, and you are suddenly a child psychologist, and you are suddenly have to be a tax expert, and you have to figure out insurance, and you have to learn how to become accounts receivable and accounts payable, and you have to learn how to track all of your expenses, and like there's just a lot of facets. It's definitely not showing up. Okay, so if you want a job where you show up, you teach lessons, you collect your paycheck, and you go home, then you, my friend, should try to get hired by your local music store. And that is the path for you. If you do not have that like entrepreneurial spirit, I can't believe I said that word right the first time I tried, then that's fine. Be honest with yourself about that and just go get a job teaching piano a couple nights a week at the local music store. But if you want to take this path that like I'm preaching, then you have to be the kind of person who wants to learn about marketing, who wants to learn about Facebook, Instagram, Google business, who wants to learn how to write better emails, who wants to learn how to sell a little bit, who wants to set up their own studio the way they want it, a little bit of interior design there. If you want to do it all and that excites you, then you're my type of person. Yes, come along with me. Yes, absolutely. Please comment below. That's me. That resonates with me. Let me know. Last reason number 5, why you might not want to be a piano teacher. Do not consider becoming a piano teacher if you are not in it for the long haul. And this is just from my very heart and soul working with kids. More than any other type of teacher in the world, piano teachers have their students for years. Like, you get to watch these kids grow up. When a student signs up for piano, they are generally in it for the long haul, and you have to be too, okay? Because I don't want there to be a flood of new piano teachers that are just experimenting and trying this out. Don't be the hurdle that stops the next Mozart from taking piano lessons and really seeing their potential through. Does that make sense? I hope that you find yourself in one of 3 camps after hearing my 5 reasons not to become a piano teacher. Camp number 1, if it really isn't a good fit for you, then I hope that you have a sense of clarity and no hard feelings. You can absolutely change the world in your own way, and I know you will. Some of these reasons really struck home for you and you're like, yeah, this is, you know what, this crazy red-haired lady is right. I'm not the person for this. Cool. Then so long, my friend. It has been great hanging out with you for the last 15 minutes, and I wish you only the best. Camp number 2. Perhaps you find yourself totally inspired because you don't care about any of these reasons, and you are all in for evenings and weekends, and you are so excited to change a kid's life, and you've been playing the piano for a long time, and you know that your skills are where they need to be, and you're excited about the entrepreneurial life. I said it right again. Oh, I'm on a roll. And you're in it for the long haul. Then you're in the camp of like, this video was fuel for the fire. So I want you to click down below on the video of the 5 benefits or the 5 reasons why you should become a piano teacher in 2024 and join my challenge. Like, if you're on board, let's do this. Okay, now the third camp you might find yourself in is that you're still on the fence. And if that's the case, no worries, no shame, right? If you're on the fence, then I just encourage you to do your research and to learn as much as you can about that piano teacher life to sort of see if it is for you or not. But hopefully you're finding yourself with some clarity and you're in one of the first 2 camps. So if you're ready to take the next step in becoming a piano teacher, then subscribe to this channel because that is what we are here for. Visit my website, join my email challenge, and let's get started. Let's do this. I hope to see you on the next video. Check out the 5 benefits of becoming a piano teacher in 2024, and I hope to see you on my email list. All right, bye guys.